Hey YouTubers, it's Charlie. Since everyone is flipping out about thinking Bran is not going to be in Season 5 of Game of Thrones, I'm going to do an explainer video to talk about what's going on, what was said, and what it might mean for the show. So Christian Nairn, who plays Hodor on the show, is on tour right now for his rave. It's like a Game of Thrones themed rave. He did an interview where he basically said he has an entire year off, and people are taking that to mean everyone in his party will not be in Season 5. Like there will not be any Bran scenes at all. So really what happened is he said like a really offhanded thing, and then it became a telephone game where people just kept repeating and interpreting what other people said, versus going back to the original quote. The original interview says almost nothing about Season 5. It's just this one sentence that he said, and HBO thus far has refused to comment. Actually, that's not true. MTV claims that HBO replied with Hodor. I don't know if that's true or not, if they were just making a joke. So let's start with the actual interview. The part that caused everyone to crap their pants went like this. Nairn said, and this is straight from his quote, "We have a season off and we have a year's hiatus solely because I imagine our storyline is up to the end of the books. So I get a year off now to do the Rave of Thrones and gallivant all over the world." That's basically all he said. So what this means is that Hodor definitely is not in Season 5. He has all season to do his tour. It's the we part that is making everyone think that he meant everyone in Bran's party, or at least the ones that are still alive. Under normal circumstances, you'd think the interviewer talking to him would have followed up on it. They might be like, hey, let me get this straight. You, Bran, Mira, the Child of the Forest, the Three-Eyed Raven, they're not doing any of those scenes with those characters at all? But that's not the case. That's not what ended up happening. They didn't follow up on it. That's why I'm not a huge fan of celebrity interviews. Celebrities tend to say a lot of things without saying anything. It's only because they're under contract to HBO and they would get sued out of existence for spoiling a season. So I can only imagine the angry phone calls that Christian Nairn is getting right now from their PR department. So whatever, but here are a couple things that this could mean. So right off the bat, let's assume no Hodor since he's going to be on tour. Isaac Hempstead Wright does not have any other projects he's working on right now. So unless we see him shooting another movie or a TV show somewhere else in the next couple of months, he could still shoot some warging or some flashback scenes. So quick spoiler warning for Bran's character in Book 5. I'm just going to have to explain a little bit to give some more context. So I'll leave the little spoiler tag up while the spoilers are going on. You could just skip till you don't see the spoiler tag anymore. Okay, everybody ready? Here we go. So Bran spends his time learning about the green site during Book 5 and learns that he can use the weirwood trees to, I guess you could call it, see back in time. He can't see forward, but he can see anything in the field of vision of a weirwood tree for as long as it's been alive. So for instance, he could peep on Ned Stark whenever Ned Stark was a child, as long as he was sitting underneath the Godswood. He can see in any of the Godswoods and any of the other castles in Westeros as long as the trees, the weirwood trees, still exist there. A lot of them have been cut down where we are in the story right now. So basically, all of his story in Book 5, or most of it at least, is spent learning how to use this ability with the Three-Eyed Raven. Like he sits stationary in his cave there. So the big question is why would they cut him out? It's possible, if it's true that he's not in Season 5, that the producers felt like watching Bran sit stationary under that tree and do flashbacks all year would just slow down the pace of the season. Okay, so spoilers over. So the producers in HBO might just be choosing to focus on the big action scenes and just stay away from things they feel might slow the pace down. There have already been several spoilery scenes filmed or being prepared to film. I'll totally talk about them in other videos if you guys want, but they involve, Cersei, Jaime, the Martells, Tyrion, Ser Jorah, Daenerys. I mean, I guess I mentioned pretty much everybody on the show, but let's just say there's going to be as many oh shit moments as there were in Season 4. If you guys want, I'll talk about them all in like a couple spoilery videos. Just let me know in the comments. Remember, they even cut Gendry out of Season 4 completely just because he didn't have any big epic action scenes, and they all but cut Bran out of Season 4 too. Like, Bran was barely in last season anyway. So, next big question, if they do cut him out, how would they bring him back in? Like, how would they explain his absence? So they could either condense the flashback moments that he has to a single scene, or just cut them out entirely and just have him reference them in past tense. Like, pick up with Bran in the story being a fully actualized Green Seer. So, since Winds of Winter has not been published, we really don't know a whole lot about Bran's story aside from what we hear in prophecies and what we hear other characters say. But we do know he'll be working with the Children of the Forest because they're all Green Seers and he's learning to be a Green Seer. In the great conflicts of the past, the children have fought for the balance of nature, so they're like a neutral party. For example, it's implied they used the Hammer of Waters to shatter the arm of Dorne when the first men invaded Westeros. Then, during the Long Night, the children were the ones that discovered White Walkers were vulnerable to obsidian. They went on to make a new truce with the First Men, gave them the obsidian blades, and drove the White Walkers back. Anytime large-scale magics get involved in the climate changes, the children reappear and work to balance things. Also, another good example, during my Religions and Gods video that I did last week, I put forth the example that if dragons were to overpopulate, like if Daenerys' dragons overpopulated the earth, the world would start to overheat. The children would resurface and work to bring balance back. Also, vice versa if things got too cold again. So really, which side Bran ends up helping just depends on where the balance of the climate is. It's implied that winter is coming, so it is implied that he'll be working against the White Walkers, even though there are rumors that say otherwise. I just say that because during current events, Melisandre supposedly has a vision implying that the three-eyed raven serves the Great Other. The finale last year kind of contradicts that because the skeletons can't enter the cave. Like, his cave is designed so that the forces of the Great Other cannot enter it. So why would he be working with them if he can't enter the cave? It just supports the idea that they're a neutral third party between Roller and the Great Other. Bran will be working with them, so whatever ends up happening, he could totally wind up fighting against or with his old friends and family. Again, at least the ones that are still alive. Since it's pretty clear that the show is probably not going to do any of these implied big final battles, they might just bring him back whenever they're ready to deal with that, like whenever the White Walkers are ready to attack the Wall. I am working on a new Winds of Winter video where I'll talk more about some of these spoilery things. I do have some ideas about when the White Walkers will attack the Wall, so be sure to subscribe to get that. The giveaway is still running too. I'll announce a winner whenever I post my next Q&A video after the Faith Militant video I'm working on. All you have to do to enter is be a subscriber and leave a comment on this video. That Faith Militant video will be the next one to post. I just posted this video because everyone was crapping their pants all over social media. So right now, you can learn more about my White Walker theories here, and you can click here to learn more about my top 5 favorite prophecies in general. So thank you so much for watching. I'll see you guys tomorrow. High fives.